everybody. Today I will be describing to you my literacy journey. I hope you all enjoy. Here's where it all started out, just a young man in the 4th grade. As a young-minded elementary school student, I actually thought that I could neglect the fundamentals of literature and reap the rewards that came with it. You see, my teacher at the time had a plan to get all of her students to read more books. She decided to offer gift cards for the best ice cream parlor in town as a reward for the students who read the most books. In addition to this, the top 10 readers in the class would get to use the reading tent during reading time. At first I didn't care much about reading, but that changed when I realized that my childhood crush would be in the reading tent for sure. She was a great reader, ahead of her time, so I made it my goal to make sure I could get in that reading tent. I'd like to tell you guys that I actually started reading the books and learned a lot from it, but that actually was not the case. I figured I could look up the summaries for the books online and pretend like I actually read them in class. My plan worked too well. I actually became one of the top readers in the class, and I didn't even read a single book. After taking the test for the first Harry Potter's book in the series, my childhood crush came over to congratulate me and asked me what I thought about the book. I was so embarrassed that I had nothing to say to her. I didn't know the first thing about Harry Potter. This really taught me a valuable lesson though. For the first time in my life, I realized that literature isn't just about reading and writing. But reading and writing is a good stepping stone for developing proper communication skills. More importantly, I realized that if I want to have these deep and meaningful conversations, then I actually need to take literature more serious. Looking back on my time in the 4th grade, I think the most important thing that I learned was that it's almost impossible for a person who is borderline illiterate to have an intellectual conversation. To this day, I'll never forget that moment because that became my motivation to pursue literature. One of the most infuriating things about my realization is that no matter how much literature that I consume, I will never in my life be able to take it all in. There will always be conversations that I will not be able to participate in because I am uneducated in the topic that is presented. I have grown to love reading because it gives me the opportunity to expand my knowledge on any given topic. In my opinion, there is nothing more true than the old adage, knowledge is power.